What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity, the current WWE Pay-Per-View Champion, defending it at Bad Blood against my friend and co-host. Introduce yourself, sir.
Chris, you know where the deal is. Um, Here to talk some SmackDown. First show on USA. Thought it was
Mm-hmm.
very, very good. Not very, very good, but Roman. Should thank you for Roman Reigns for making it watchable. It kind of felt like a PLE in the beginning. That whole scene with the steel cage coming down, all
Yeah.
that stuff. It felt good. So this is a good. I criticize SmackDown a lot, but this was an okay show. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah. This one was a decent SmackDown. Not all of them are really great, but this one wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. It was decent. So yeah, SmackDown's coming to you from December. I'm sorry, December. Hello. September 13th, 2024, live in Seattle, Washington. And Triple H comes out to welcome us to the show. And he talks about being on the first SmackDown. And he says, Seattle, are you ready? Of course, everyone is. We are too. And we start off the night with a WWE Championship Steel Cage match. The champion Cody Rhodes defending against Solo Sikoa. Solo punches and rams Cody Rhodes into the cage, causing Cody to bleed a bit. Cody goes over the cage. Solo superplexes Cody Rhodes off of the top of the cage to the mat. Cody lands a Cody cutter for a 2 count. Um, Cody hits a crossroads for a two. Cody then climbs to the top of the cage and lands a flying crossbody off of the top for a 2 count. And then finally, Rhodes hits a crossroads to defeat Solo Sikoa. Decent match. Best part was obviously Cody throwing his body off the cage and the superplex off the top.
Yep.
After the match, the Bloodline enter the ring. Solo lands a Samoan spike. Jimmy Fatu lands a moonsault. But then the OTC Roman Reigns comes out and Roman spears Solo. Jacob goes into the ring, but Solo pulls him out. Tonga and Loa attack Roman, but Cody saves Roman and hits a crossroads to Loa, and then Roman spares Tonga. So, talk about the match. What were your thoughts on it, and what did you think of Roman and Cody kind of helping each other here to fend off the Bloodline in the beginning?
I don't like them two teaming. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan. These guys should be enemies. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, I didn't expect Cody to be teaming with Roman Reigns at a pay per view like this. Um, I something has to happen in the match to where those two just have to hate each other again. Because why the fuck would you? Why would Stone Cold and The Rock team up right after their big WrestleMania feud? Why would Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker team up after the big WrestleMania feud? I'm just trying to think of really big feuds that happened back to like multiple WrestleManias. They
Yeah,
would. They would. They would maybe handshake and move on. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
I'm going to share my thoughts when we get to the end, but I do agree. I do hear you. I think it doesn't really make sense why Cody would help. Maybe it was just like a timing thing. Cody doesn't like the bloodline. He is thankful that Roman helped him, so he's going to help. It's more of it's almost like by default, you know. It's like it's Roman's fault for coming out, but Roman came out because he doesn't like the bloodline. However, the Bloodline is fighting Cody Rhodes. Roman doesn't like Cody. It's almost like an enemy of my enemy is a friend,
Mm-hmm.
like so. But we'll cover that more. Um, we then see Michin taking on Piper Niven with Chelsea Green. Piper Michin hits Chelsea Green with a kendo stick on the floor. Piper lands a cannonball off the apron to Michin on the floor, and then Michin hits Piper Niven with a super belly to belly and eat defeat. Michin gets the win after Chelsea Green attacks Michin. Piper Niven sentons Michin, and then Chelsea Green lands an Unpreetiher to Michin on top of the trash can. What are your thoughts on this little rivalry? There needs to be like a title involved if they're going to keep doing this. If there's like a,
Yeah, that's why I don't care too much for a women's mid card title, but without one, it's like why are you guys doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it makes
Like I
no
kind of
sense.
agree.
But it was cool to see Chelsea Green do that move onto that garbage can. We
Yeah.
then go to the crowd. We see Rob Van Dam, Vicky Guerrero, World Champion Gunther, and Ludwig Kaiser are all in the crowd for the first episode of SmackDown on the USA Network. Um, we get a tag match, A-Town Down Under taking on Kevin Owens and Owens' mystery partner. Owens says he wasn't my first choice, but my actual partner had travel issues. Uh, and the guy's name is Ricky, right?
Who?
The jobber that was Kevin Owens' partner at first.
Oh, I think so.
It was Ricky. And then before the match starts,
Um,
Kevin gets word that his partner has arrived. So Kevin Owens stunners Ricky, and then Randy Orton comes out, and we got Orton and Owens taking on A-Town Down Under. This is a decent tag match. Um, Kevin and Orton land a double draping DDT, and then Randy lands an RKO. Owens lands a stunner, and Owens and Orton get the victory. What do you think of Orton's return and teaming up with Owens again?
why? Like, why would you do a special guest? Like, we know who it's gonna be.
Mm.
Like, I just, I don't really like this, like Kevin Owens and him teaming all the time. Like, it's just the same shit. They've been doing this since like before WrestleMania, since the Royal Rumble. Like, because they were buddy buddy during that Fatal 4-Way match they had against Roman, and so like yeah, like it's just it makes no sense.
I agree. I feel like I get it, they're partners, they're gonna help each other out, but I just feel like after this they need to part ways because it's like there's really no reason for these guys to team up anymore unless they're really gonna be a tag team together. Um Nick Aldis is backstage. Solo wants to team up, have a tag match, him and Jacob Fatu against Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Cody shows up and tells Nick he's done with the bloodline and it's Roman Reigns' problem and he won't sign the contract. So Cody making some kind of sense here. We were just saying that, like, why is he going to team up with him? Cody is saying the same kind of thing. Like, this is his problem. Um, Next up, we have the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax coming out to the ring. Nia says, every woman knows why I'm the irresistible force. I became your champion, and that was so easy. I will be defending my title at Bad Blood. Bayley comes out. Bayley says, ding dong, you idiot. I'll give you credit. You've had the greatest year of your career. I want my rematch. Nia says, I don't owe you anything. And then Tiffany Stratton comes out. Bayley basically says that Tiffany's using Nia. Not Tiffany says, this is pathetic. You're jealous. I have the case, and you have to beg for a title opportunity. Bayley says, I beat you last week, Tiffy. And then Tiffany says, only because Nia got involved. And then Nia looks over at Tiffany, and then Nia says, "We can beat you down right now." Naomi runs out. Naomi says, "If y'all want to fight, we can fight." Nia says, "Next week, let's do a tag team match. If you two win, whoever gets a pinfall gets a title shot at Bad Blood. But when we win, you'll be gone from SmackDown." Nia ends up hitting a rump attack to Tiffany Stratton, and we got a big match with big implications next week. What do you think is going to happen next week? Do you think we're going to get Bayley and Naomi leaving, or are we going to see one of them get a title shot at Bad Blood?
If one of them should get a title shot at Bad Blood, it should be Bayley.
Yeah, get a
Maybe Tiffany
rematch.
might cash in. Who knows? I'm not too invested in all this. Just because they need Charlotte back on that roster. Cause
Yeah,
SmackDown Women's Division, and I love Nia Jax. I love Nia Jax, but it's just like
I totally agree. It's missing something. It's missing Charlotte Flair for sure. Next up, we've got Carmelo Hayes taking on Andrade for the fifth time. It seems like the winner is going to take on U.S. champion LA Knight. Um, Andrade hits a moonsault to Carmelo Hayes on the floor, and then Carmelo lands a Spanish fly off the railing to the floor. Andrade lands a destroyer, and then Andrade lands a super message from the top rope. and Andrade gets the win. After United States Champion LA Knight comes down the ramp, LA says, "Congratulations, you're the next challenger for this U.S. Championship." And that's basically it. So, what do you think about Andrade taking on LA Knight for the U.S. title?
I think Andrade is gonna lose, obviously, but happy finally getting a shot rather than just. Is he still the speed championship? Like who fucking knows?
I don't know.
Like so, like he's not doing that anymore, so that's good. He's in something involved. Um, I'm curious to see what's gonna play out with after this though, because I feel like he's just not gonna do much. But give him something to do because he's not doing anything, and he's good in the ring.
Yeah, I agree. I do like Andrade, but I think this is going to be like you said. He's not going to win. Just easy match to book here. Roman Reigns comes out, and then Nick Ross is in the ring with Roman. Roman says something's changed, but not me. I don't need him. Some contract. This is bloodline business. I am the tribal chief, the only tribal chief. This is my show, my WWE. And then WWE Champion Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody says, "Your WWE." It was, but it hasn't been since WrestleMania. And then Solo and Fatu come out, and then Tonga and Tamaloa attack Cody and Roman from behind. Cody lands a Cody Cutter to Tonga Loa. Roman hits a Uranagi to Tonga, and then both Roman and Cody signed the contract, making it official at Bad Blood. Roman Reigns and WWE Champion Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. What are your thoughts?
Jacob Fatu's the GOAT. I mean, I just don't like again, I don't like the whole him and Solo versus Roman and Cody. I definitely think Jacob is the bigger star in this new bloodline. He's gonna be the one they essentially push when him and Solo do have that feud, and it's coming. And I think, we already saw the beginning seeds of it last week, but we're gonna see something's gonna happen between those two where it's gonna be like they're gonna fight soon. So I'm just waiting for that because it's gonna be good for both of them. It's gonna be a hell of a match. But Jacob is going to be a fucking star.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, him do his thing because right now he's just sort of listening to Solo. What I was going to say earlier is that this team up might cause some friction with guys like Kevin Owens and Kevin and Randy Orton because why is Cody going to team up with the guy that he's been hating on, has been screwing him over?
No, exactly. I don't get it.
So we're probably going to get some of that going on. But with that, we've covered all of Friday Night SmackDown. Decent premiere episode. Nothing huge happened.
Yeah.
But again, it was a decent episode. Better than the past couple of weeks of SmackDown, I can say that. But with that, make sure you check us out on YouTube. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.